On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Browse.
To shop around in a leisurely and casual way, to look through a book, magazine, internet, etc., casually and randomly, without seeking anything in particular, of an animal, to feed on plants.
Examples:
Browse a website. Browse through the text. We browsed in a souvenir shop.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Ark.
In the Bible, a boat built by Noah to save his family and animals from the flood, a large, flat-bottomed boat with a pointed bow and stern, used in ancient times to transport people and goods.
Examples:
Start building an ark. Ark of Salvation. According to the story, Noah and his family were the only flood survivors, as they were on the ark.
Funnel.
A tube or pipe that is wide at the top, sloping sides, narrow at the bottom, used for pouring liquids or powders into a small opening, a smokestack on a ship or steam engine.
Examples:
Separatory funnel. A funnel-shaped device. We have to use a funnel to pour petrol into the tank.
Aerial.
A type of acrobatics or gymnastics performed while suspended from hanging fabric or rings, a pass or shot in sports, particularly in soccer or volleyball, that is made while the player is in the air.
Examples:
Aerial antenna. Aerial photography. The aerial view from the airplane showed the beautiful landscape below.
Clockwork.
A mechanism in which a series of gears, springs, and other mechanical elements are used to power a device, especially a clock.
Examples:
Run like clockwork. Clockwork precision. The clockwork mechanism in the grandfather clock needed to be wound up every week.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Submerge.
To put something under water or to go underwater, to bury or hide something deeply or completely.
Examples:
Submerge in a liquid. Submerge my head completely. The ship was submerged in the ocean for many years before it was finally discovered.
Permanent.
Lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
Literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Livestock.
Farm animals and birds such as cows, sheep, and chickens.
Examples:
Livestock agriculture. Livestock industry. Livestock feed is made from fodder crops.
Bible.
The sacred writings of the Christian religions, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, a book regarded as authoritative in its field.
Examples:
A passage from the Bible. Believe Bible prophecy. Students have loved this textbook for many years as a biology Bible.
Accompany.
To go somewhere or travel with someone or something.
Examples:
Accompany a chicken dish. Accompany the book. Please let me know if you want to accompany me to my hometown.
Humanity.
All people living on the earth, the quality or state of being human rather than an animal, a machine, etc.
Examples:
Humanity at large. Mass of humanity. They donated large sums of money for the development of humanity.
Renaissance.
A new growth in activity or enthusiasm in anything, particularly art, literature, or music.
Examples:
Artistic Renaissance. Industrial Renaissance. Folk music is now experiencing a renaissance.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Pyramid.
A polyhedron having a polygonal base and triangular sides with a common vertex, a massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides, begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Pyramid architecture. A truncated pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids consist of a vast number of blocks.
Homosexual.
Sexually attracted to people of one's own sex.
Examples:
Homosexual rights. Homosexual marriage. The law was repealed to protect the rights of homosexual citizens.
Studio.
A room or building where creative or artistic work is produced, a television or radio production company.
Examples:
A photo studio, music studio. She works at a recording studio in Los Angeles.
Comfort.
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples:
Words of comfort. Comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Profess.
To declare openly, often publicly or formally, that one has a particular skill, belief, or feeling, to admit or affirm.
Examples:
Profess innocence. Profess law. He professes his love for her every day, showering her with gifts and affection.
Sophisticated.
Having a great deal of worldly experience and knowledge of people's behavior, culture, and fashion.
Examples:
Sophisticated look. A sophisticated lifestyle. Marketing strategies are growing more sophisticated.
Apex.
The highest point or tip of something.
Examples:
Apex predator. Apex position. The company reached the apex of success in the market.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
Detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Concurrent.
Happening or existing at the same time, parallel or simultaneous.
Examples:
Concurrent resolution. Concurrent access to shared data. The company held a concurrent meeting with all branches around the world.
Continuously.
Without being interrupted or paused, repeatedly.
Examples:
Use one thing continuously. Continuously removed. The country's domestic coal consumption has been continuously declining for decades.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Parameter.
A numerical or other measurable factors that characterize a system or set of data.
Examples:
Parameter estimation. Parameter tuning. The temperature range was one of the critical parameters we had to consider when designing the experiment.
Exhibit.
To show something in public for people to enjoy or to provide them with information.
Examples.
Exhibit a bad attitude. Exhibit a great talent. Other technology industries exhibit similarly explosive growth.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples.
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Intelligence.
The ability to learn, comprehend, or make judgments or conclusions based on reasons.
Examples.
An intelligence test. Field of artificial intelligence. In terms of intelligence, he was head and shoulders above his classmates.
Underestimate.
To think or suppose that a quantity, price, or size is smaller than it is.
Examples.
Underestimate an enemy. Underestimate the probability. They frequently underestimated their abilities and felt inferior.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples.
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples.
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Dwarf.
A person or animal that is much smaller than usual or expected for its type, a celestial body, especially a planet, that is smaller and less massive than a star.
Examples.
A potted dwarf tree. A wise old dwarf. The dwarf planet Pluto is much smaller than Earth and orbits the Sun.
Magnificent.
Extremely beautiful and impressive, grand or noble in thought or deed.
Examples.
A magnificent plan. A magnificent mountain. The magnificent scene of the glacier is awe-inspiring.
Gigantic.
Extremely large.
Examples.
Gigantic proportions. Gigantic monsters. He was so hungry from the long journey that he had a gigantic appetite.
Organism.
A tiny living thing.
Examples.
Aerobic organism. Group of organisms. A diversified plant species generally enhances beneficial organism populations.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Formal.
Following established, public, or official forms and conventions, often in a serious or somber manner.
Examples:
A formal festival. Formal request. The event required formal attire, so he wore a suit and tie.
Influential.
Having significant impact or power on someone or something.
Examples:
An influential newspaper. An influential politician. Early childhood experiences are very influential for people.
Civilization.
A complex and highly organized society that has developed over time and has a dominant culture, including features such as language, religion, government, technology, and social customs.
Examples:
Civilization decline. Lost civilization. The rise and fall of civilizations can be studied through history and archaeology.
Vegetative.
Composed of or relating to the division of nature, comprising the plant, alive but losing brain functioning and having only involuntary bodily functioning.
Examples:
A dull vegetative lifestyle. The vegetative world. He was in what was described as a vegetative state.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Venus.
The planet second in order from the Sun.
Examples:
Venus orbiter. Surface of Venus. They launched a rocket toward Venus.
Trap.
A piece of equipment or hole for catching animals or people. Verb, to catch animals or people and prevent them from escaping.
Examples:
Set a trap. Trap an animal. The enemy fell right into the trap.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Snail.
A slow-moving mollusk with a spiral shell that it uses to protect its body.
Examples:
Snail mail. Snail pace. The gardener found a snail slowly making its way through the lettuce patch.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
a technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Lapse.
A temporary or brief failure in judgment, action, or behavior, a gradual or slow decline, often referring to a loss of performance, quality, or attention, a period of time that has passed. Verb, to fall or slip into a particular state, often one that is undesirable or unintended.
Examples:
lapse back into recession. Lapse in payment. I missed the deadline due to a lapse in my memory.
Moving.
Causing strong emotions or feelings, especially sadness or sympathy.
Examples:
moving experience. Moving ceremony. His moving speech about his struggles with addiction brought tears to the audience's eyes.
Grace.
A quality of being pleasing, especially in appearance or manner, a temporary exemption, especially an extended period granted as a special favor, a short prayer of thanks before a meal.
Examples:
say a grace. End of the grace period. The old oak tree stood with grace and majesty in the park's center.
Angel.
A spiritual being believed to be a messenger of God or a guardian of human beings, a person who is kind, helpful, or generous.
Examples:
angel in heaven. Fallen angel. She believed a guardian angel was watching over her and keeping her safe.
Sunflower.
A plant with large, round flower heads that have bright yellow petals and a dark center, grown for its edible seeds and oil, as well as for decorative purposes.
Examples:
sunflower oil. Sunflower field. The sunflower seeds can be roasted and eaten as a snack.
Gravity.
The force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass, a manner that is solemn.
Examples:
the attraction of gravity. Preserve my gravity. The astronaut felt weightless in space due to the absence of gravity.
Vector.
A quantity that has both magnitude and direction, often used in mathematics, physics, and engineering to describe forces, velocities, or other physical phenomena, any agent, person or animal, or microorganism, that carries and transmits a disease.
Examples:
Disease vector. A vector operation. The mosquito is a common vector for many diseases, including malaria and Zika.
Mimosa.
A cocktail typically made with champagne and orange juice, a plant with delicate, fern-like leaves and fluffy pink or yellow flowers.
Examples:
Mimosa tree. Mimosa cocktail. The wedding reception was decorated with delicate white roses and yellow mimosa arrangements.
Curl.
To form or make something form into a curved or spiral shape. Noun, a round shape formed by a series of concentric circles.
Examples:
Curl around street corners. A curl of smoke. The cat curled into a ball and went to sleep.
Machinery.
A group of large machines or the components of a machine that make it work, social institution functions or structure for doing something.
Examples:
Heavy machinery. Inactive machinery. The machinery of audit formally issued a business improvement order.
Conserve.
To protect something, especially the natural environment or culture, from change, damage, or destruction.
Examples:
Means to conserve energy. Conserve coal resources. Children must be taught to conserve our natural environment.
Insect.
Any small creature that has 6 legs and a body divided into 3 sections.
Examples:
Insect antenna. Insect biology. These insects are more prevalent above a certain latitude.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
An ethical doctrine. Shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Vegetarian.
A person who does not eat meat or fish, or often any animal products, for health or religious reasons.
Examples:
Eat a vegetarian diet. A strict vegetarian. This restaurant has vegetarian dishes as well.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples:
Distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Kinship.
The state or fact of being related to someone.
Examples:
Kinship ties. Kinship relations. She felt a sense of kinship with her new colleagues.
Volatile.
Likely to change rapidly or unexpectedly, or being unstable or explosive.
Examples:
Highly volatile elements. Volatile markets. Their relationship was volatile and prone to sudden outbursts of anger.
Pollination.
The transfer of pollen from the male reproductive organs of one flower to the female reproductive organs of another flower, resulting in fertilization and the production of seeds.
Examples:
Pollination by insect. The cross-pollination of the arts. The pollination process is crucial for the growth and reproduction of many plants.
Pollen.
A fine powder substance consisting of microscopic grains produced by plants that facilitate their reproductive process through the process of pollination.
Examples:
Pollen allergy symptoms. High pollen count. My allergies flare up during pollen season, making it difficult to breathe.
Normally.
Usually, under normal conditions.
Examples:
Complete normally. Not normally drink much. I don't normally take a vacation in the middle of summer.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Bat.
A nocturnal animal with wings that flies and feeds at night, similar to a mouse, a piece of wood with a handle used for hitting the ball in sports including baseball, cricket, and table tennis.
Examples:
Bat cave. Bat an eye. The cave was a habitat for bats.
Substance.
The real physical material of which a thing or person consists, the most important or main part of some idea or experience, an illegal drug.
Examples:
An explosive substance. Substance abuse problem. The substance of the argument was well presented.
Energize.
To give energy or vitality to someone or something, to invigorate.
Examples:
Energize the body. Energize a team. The motivational speaker energized the crowd with their words.
Manipulate.
To influence or control something or someone to your advantage, often in an unfair or dishonest way.
Examples:
Manipulate figures. Vulnerable to manipulate. Please tell me how to manipulate this computer.
Orchid.
A plant with showy or unusual flowers, typically having either a single, complex flower or a cluster of small flowers, many of which are prized for their beauty and often cultivated as ornamental plants.
Examples:
Orchid garden. Orchid species. The orchid blooms were so delicate and beautiful.
Nectar.
A sweet liquid produced by flowers that attracts and provides food for bees and other insects. Any sweet liquid that is enjoyed as a drink or used as a flavoring.
Examples:
Nectar of the gods. Fruit nectar. The nectar of the flowers attracted many bees to the garden.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
Astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Assist.
To help someone in doing anything.
Examples:
Assist a patient. Assist his goal. Please assist her with the furniture relocation.
Physiology.
The branch of the biological sciences dealing with the functioning of organisms.
Examples:
Human physiology. Physiology research. Physiology is the science of how living things work.
Consideration.
The act or process of giving careful thought to something, a fee charged in advance to retain the services of someone.
Examples:
Mature consideration. Take into consideration. We can rule this possibility out from our consideration.
Paragraph.
A distinct section of a piece of writing intended to separate ideas, usually consisting of at least one sentence and beginning on a new line.
Examples:
An editorial paragraph. First paragraph. Article 7, Paragraph 2 of the United States Constitution stipulates a presidential veto.
Stylistic.
Relating to or concerned with style, especially literary or artistic style.
Examples:
A rhetorically stylistic manner. Stylistic features. His cultural background influenced the stylistic choices of the artist.
Exaggeration.
An overstatement of facts or description, the act of making something seem larger, more important, or more significant than it is.
Examples:
Sensational exaggeration. Minimal exaggeration. His story was filled with obvious exaggerations.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Radical.
Relating to the essential aspects of anything, far beyond the norm, mainly used of opinions and actions.
Examples:
A radical flaw in the plan. A radical cure. The government established by the coup was more radical than before.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples:
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Hook.
A curved device used for suspending, holding, or pulling something, especially one attached to a surface for hanging things on, a sharp curve or crook.
Examples:
A hat hook. The curved shape of a hook. Please hang your towel on a hook.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Royal.
Relating to or belonging to the king or queen or a member of their family.
Examples:
A royal palace. Prince Royal. She is willing to give up her position in the royal family to marry him.
Maximum.
The largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
Maximum limit. The maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Slope.
A surface with one end or side that is higher than the other.
Examples:
An abrupt slope. Slide down a slope on a ski. The hut stands on the slope of a mountain.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Worm.
A long, thin creature with a soft and long cylindrical tube-like body, no limbs, and a lack of eyes.
Examples:
Wiggly worms. Can of worms. Worms help dispose of the food waste produced by humans.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
Display merchandise. Display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Synchronize.
To happen or cause to happen at the same time or rate.
Examples:
Synchronize movements. Synchronize our watches. The ball speed will increase when the lower body movements are perfectly synchronized.
Studied.
Deliberately considered or scrutinized, carefully thought out or planned.
Examples:
Studied analysis. Well-studied decision. His speech was carefully crafted and delivered with studied confidence.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Depict.
To illustrate someone or something in a photograph.
Examples:
Depict a scene. Depict a feeling of isolation. His son had accurately depicted the bloom.
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples:
Transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Consumption.
The amount used or eaten, the act of using up a resource such as energy, food, or materials.
Examples:
Average fuel consumption. The consumption of food. In our country, water consumption usually decreases during the winter.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else, a place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Feat.
A notable or impressive achievement, especially one that requires great skill or bravery.
Examples:
Intellectual feat. Feat accomplishment. It is an incredible feat to climb Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world.
Apparatus.
The equipment, materials, or tools that are used to perform a specific task, often in a scientific, technical, or industrial setting.
Examples:
Apparatus malfunction. Respiratory apparatus. The laboratory apparatus made it possible for the scientist to experiment.
Rye.
A hearty cereal grain commonly used for its grain, flour, or straw, typically used in baking, distilling spirits, or as a cover crop for soil improvement.
Examples:
Rye bread. Rye whiskey. Rye flour can be used to make delicious and hearty bread.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples:
Compute an average score. Compute the value. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Predate.
To have existed or happened earlier than something.
Examples:
Predate AD 200. Predate the modern age. The idea of virtual worlds predates computers.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Inspire.
To make somebody feel with the desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Android.
A robot with a human appearance. Operating system. Google's mobile operating system.
Examples:
Household Android. Android tablet. The lab is developing an android robot that assists in dangerous construction work.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Asteroid.
A small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Explore.
To travel to or penetrate an area or a country to learn about it, to thoroughly examine a subject or a possibility to learn more about it.
Examples:
Explore the world. Explore our options. The management must explore strategies to increase office security.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Territory.
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
Acquire territory. Territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Mast.
A long pole aboard a boat or ship that holds up the sails.
Examples:
Mast height. Built up mast. The main cabin is located in front of the mast.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Hybrid.
Composed of different elements or mixed characters.
Examples:
New hybrid system. An interspecific hybrid. The mule is a hybrid between a male donkey and a female horse.
Electrical.
Relating to electricity.
Examples:
An electrical storm. Degree in electrical engineering. Actuators convert electrical pulses into motion.
Algae.
A simple plant that grows in or near water and lacks typical leaves and roots.
Examples:
Algae biofuel. Blue algae. Algae has jammed the inlet to the water turbine.
Reassure.
To cause someone to feel sure, to give or restore confidence.
Examples:
Reassure anxious patients. Reassure market. The pilot tried to reassure the customers that the planes were safe.
Presentation.
The act of formally introducing or displaying something to others. The manner in which something is presented or given visually, verbally, or otherwise.
Examples:
Presentation skills. Presentation slides. She gave a fantastic presentation at the conference and received a standing ovation.